Tell me when we're live.
Ready.
Good morning, everyone. Velko here. Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah.
We're live. All right. The professional problem solver coming to you live from Homewood Chevy. I decided to start doing these tips for you every day during the week. So from next week, we're gonna start doing these every single morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time sharp. So I'm gonna commit to you. You need to commit to me and jump in every morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time sharp during the week. So today we're doing some training. We're going to be selling some cars here at the last day of the month. I'm helping my friend Tarek. Tarek? No, it's not Tarek. It's Tarek. Tarek is experienced salesperson, but he had his own operation for many years. So he was a wholesaler. He was selling to individuals for 20-30 years. So that's his first job in a franchise dealership, and he is learning a little bit of interpersonal skills, a little bit of qualification skills, because most of the deals he made in his career as an independent dealer were cash deals, right? Am I right?
Mostly yes.
Mostly yes. So now, for first time, he's working with with buyers that are majority of them are financing. 80-90% of the people who come in here are financing, and there's a huge majority of the clients who are subprime buyers. Is that correct? So most of the buyers are challenged credit-wise. So one of the lessons that I want to get across today with Tarek and with everyone else who's watching is that if you don't give your buyer what they want, they're most likely not going to do business with you in today's world. So the things have changed thanks to the information, and we can't really force people with cars anymore. So we have to care about what our buyer wants. Our buyer wants two simple things. The first thing they want is to be able to make a confident decision on their own terms. They want to be able to say yes on their own terms. And the second thing they care about is they want to feel good about their purchase. They want to make sure that they made the ultimate choice regardless of how much they're paying. They want to know as soon as they leave that this is the best possible vehicle that they could have get, and that is one of the requirements every buyer has. So when you deal with subprime buyers, and when we force cars to them because they're aged units or because of profit reasons, when we try to convince them to buy only one car and try to lend them on one car, and even though sometimes we succeed, they don't get that feeling of I bought exactly what I want and this is the ultimate choice and I feel good about spending my money. So we only win halfway. We make a deal, we add one to the books, but we most likely never get that buyer again. So I wanted to offer you 6 qualifying questions to help your buyers realize on the table exactly what they want, because 80% of the buyers have no idea what they want. So the first question, fundamental question, is to get the buyer to think from the previous perspective. Every buyer has a reality in their mind. Every buyer has an opinion on what's realistic, what's comfortable as far as monthly investment, as far as down payment, and as far as price they paid for the car. So many buyers would have that core number in their mind, and that is the number from their previous experience. So we need to know exactly what their previous experience was owning a vehicle, and we got to use their numbers to educate them on what to expect with the next purchase. So if they had a vehicle before that they paid $20,000 for it, and they put $5,000 down payment, and now they have a $400 payment, that is their perception for owning a vehicle. If we offer them a vehicle for $30,000 now, and if we offer them the same down payment, their monthly payment is going to be higher. So that's going to be outside of their comfort zone. So in my process, what I try to do is I try to find a vehicle that they could easily afford besides the vehicle they came in and requested to see. So I always show them 2 alternatives. And in order for me to find that perfect alternative that is going to be easily affordable, I want to ask them 6 questions. So these 6 questions are: number 1, describe your last car buying experience. You want them to describe their perception with dealers, describe their perception with buying cars. What do they know about buying cars? What do they know is a good customer service? How do they prefer to be treated? They're gonna give you the blueprint on how to sell them a car. Many salespeople don't ask that question. I think it's a big mistake. The second question you must ask is, what is the hot button, right? What is one thing that you must have? One thing that's non-negotiable, one thing that you could not live without, one thing that is a potential deal breaker and you wouldn't spend $1 on a car if it doesn't come with, right? So you want to figure out what is the main reason why they want a new vehicle. And not only that, when they give you that reason, you have to challenge that reason. You have to give at least good 5-6 minutes to challenge the reason. So if they say the number one thing for me is to have a great appearance, well, is the great appearance more important than the monthly cost on the vehicle? Actually, I have a budget. So which one are you more flexible with? Another question could be, is the great appearance more important than fuel economy? Is the great appearance more important than towing capacity? So you want to challenge all these things because vehicles are targeted for a specific purpose, and a lot of the times people don't assume the cost of ownership or the maintenance or a lot of the things, and they will always blame you for it. So you gotta educate them by challenging their own wants and needs and asking them to confirm their wants and needs by asking them, please elaborate on why this is so important to you, and just make sure you challenge how important it is for real. So the next question is, what are some things that you would like to have if you could afford them? So with the previous question, we limit people to coming up with one thing they must have, one thing that's not negotiable. So we focus on finding an alternative that offers that one thing. With this next question, what we want to do is we want to offer people more options. We want to offer people to build their dream vehicle at this point. So we want to offer them, what are some things you would like to have if you could afford them? Now, subconsciously, they will be trained that they have to be able to afford their own vehicle. The next question we're going to ask is, what are some things that you currently have on your vehicle? What is your current experience with your vehicle? And what options from your current vehicle you would like to have on your next purchase, if you could afford them? And now, for second time, we're letting them know that they have to be responsible to afford their own vehicle. The next question is, what are some things that you currently don't have and you would like to have on your next purchase? So now they can think of some things that they missed while they were driving their vehicle. Now they could have a realization of what's a new hot button for them, and we could use that in our advantage to find an alternative vehicle for them. And then the final question, which is very important, is, what are some things that you currently have on your car and you no longer see value in? What are some things that you don't think are worth paying for anymore? So some people might say navigation is not worth paying for anymore. Some people might say, I had a sunroof and I never opened the sunroof in the past 3 years. Some people might say, you know what, four-wheel drive is not worth it because it's not even snowing anymore. So no matter what these are, we want to make a list of this list of these answers, and we want to do it in front of the client. So basically, they realized together with us what they truly want, and now our goal is to find an alternative that is going to offer the one thing they must have, their hot button. Find an alternative that is going to offer the hot button, and it will definitely not come with something they don't see value in. So those are the qualifiers. Everything else is bonus. If that vehicle comes with some of the things they would like to have, if they could afford them, good. But my goal is to find something that is easily affordable for them, that will solve their problem. And then I want to park this car right next to the car they came in and asked for, and I want to ask them 3 questions. Can you see some value to pay more for the car you came in and requested? If they say I can see some value to pay more, that means they're focused on the difference between 2 cars. Both of the cars are offering a solution to their problem, but now they choose on their own to get out of the comfort zone. We don't have to force them to pay more. They make that decision because they're confident, they're well educated, they see another opportunity for them to solve their problem, which is right where they need to be as far as budget, and they choose to go for the higher options, or they choose to stay conservative, and they're going to take your recommendation for the vehicle that you pulled up that fits their requirements, wants, and needs. So this is salesmanship. This is how you help people get what they want, and you end up selling a car. A lot of dealers, a lot of managers are just focused on selling specific unit to subprime people. Believe me, subprime people are very powerful. They have down payment, but they will put the down payment towards the car they truly want, and they have buying power, and they have a lot of times they have intention to pay their car, but most of them fail financially because of salespeople who basically convince them to buy the wrong car for the wrong payment. So this is my tip for today, and I hope this is helpful, and I hope you're going to implement it. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Make it a great day. Be a sales professional. Be a top producer. Don't be an order taker, and make sure you focus on helping your buyers understand what they truly want. That's your duty as a salesperson. Okay, so make sure you level with their agenda, not just with yours. It's very important. Make it a great day.
Finish.
Finish.